A great start to the weekend here as we've got baseball from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. Tonight, Game 2 of this 4-game weekend set between the Washington Nationals and the New York Yankees. Alongside Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, and Danny, as pitching matchups go, it doesn't get much better than what we've got here for this one.
Well, Matt, these are two of the best in the business. Two guys that throw a lot of strikes, and if their game is on, we should have a very low-scoring ball game with these two elite starting pitchers.
The Yankees aim to notch their 7th win in a row right after this. Garrett Cole is on the mound for Game 2. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matt, it's not easy to bunch anything together against this guy. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of under 1.10. So we may see some hit and run, we may see some bunting, and we may see some running, because if you want to lay around and try to get hits off this guy, that's not the right thing to do. One of the top pitchers in the game right now.
And at the plate is Jake Cronenworth. He's assuming the role of DH in this interleague matchup.
Yeah, Matt, that's one of the funny things about National League teams playing in AL ballparks. All of a sudden, the lineup kind of changes dramatically. But the cool thing is it gets more guys a chance to get some at-bats or time in the field.
Smoked the other way, high and deep to left. Back goes Stanton. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
The center fielder.
A moment now to take a look at the visiting Washington Nationals. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Yeah, Matt, I cannot wait to get a look at Josh Donaldson, the bringer of rain. He's slugging over 600 coming into play. That's a lot of extra base hits, a lot of home runs, a lot of doubles, and a lot of balls in the gap. That doesn't come easy, and he has really impressed a lot of people so far this year.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Ketel Marte. And he's looking to snap out of what's been a rather dry spell at the plate. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And as the Yankees get started here tonight, guys, they've run their win streak up to 6 in a row now, and they're really playing some inspired baseball.
Yeah, Matty, this is one of those special moments throughout the course of the season where everyone kind of looks around the clubhouse and takes stock. 6 in a row, you have a chance to rattle off a 7th. You start saying, hey, maybe something special is going to happen this summer.
Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Low and away with that one. It's 1-2. Temperature here at game time, 61 degrees. Fouled off. Started to go. Up, says the third base umpire. He's gone.
Not a lot of guys throw that knuckle curve, but some guys has more bite than the traditional curveball. But I think it's more of a feel thing. It just works for certain pitchers, and it worked right there.
So that'll bring in Mookie Betts as he'll watch a slider that stays inside for ball 1. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. The throw into second. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
That was a great job of driving that ball, extending his arms very well, was able to get it over the right fielder's head, one-hopping it off the wall for an easy double. That's one of those solid hits that you don't even feel coming off the bat.
Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0.
Have to find a way to get that guy home from second now. Never know how important these early runs can be.
1-0. Here it is.
Hey, I know we're only in the top of the first, but back-breaking blows are those 2-out runners in scoring position knocks, and they have a chance to capitalize right here.
Boy, Dero, you touched it on it right there. I think as a pitcher, you try to get through that first inning and not have to show all of your pitches and empty out the bucket. That 2-out double right now, he's going to have to buckle down to try to keep this game scoreless.
And that's high for a ball. It's 2-2.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
You would think in this situation, maybe with a base open, he'd just pitch around him and put him on first. But not with the guy in the on-deck circle. He's going to attack this hitter.
And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. 2-out double left stranded. Bottom of the first, straight ahead. We're scoreless on MLB Network. Max Scherzer, the Missouri-born right-hander, gets the job of starting pitcher here. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, one of the keys to this guy is throwing strikes. He's not a big strikeout pitcher. Only averages less than 7 strikeouts per 9 innings pitched. So he's more of a pitch-to-contact guy, and you'll know if he's on early. He needs to get quick outs early in counts.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. So, guys, these Nationals, as they enter play here tonight, they've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, taking a look at the standings right here, this team has a nice lead, comfortable. You always want to find yourself in a position where you're about 5 to 9 games, got the advantage. You don't. One series isn't going to totally kill you in the standings, and this team's sitting pretty right now.
Now a slider in on the hands, and he's lucky that one didn't come and get him. Breaking ball as this runs in on him, and he has to step out of the way that time.
You know, we'll see him work both sides of the plate with his curveball. Maybe not that far in, but he'll move that pitch around the zone to give it a different look.
Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning.
This is a pitch I think we'll see a lot from him in this game. The cutter darting in on the hitters in the opposite batter's box. It can be a real effective pitch when it's located well, and that one was right there.
That'll bring in Giovanni Urshela. And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right. He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. One out, nobody on. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
Corey Seager is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike. Past battles with Scherzer, he's hitless in 6 tries. Scherzer looks in. Here's the 0-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Left side. Donaldson's up with it. And a close play at the bag, but a good stretch by the first baseman got the out, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. We are still scoreless. So stepping in is Lourdes Gurriel. He'll get us started in the top of the second. Now the first pitch. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. That evens it up 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Fastball is looked at for strike 2.
That's a tough pitch for a batter. If you're not expecting it, you'll end up with half a bat after you swing.
Full count now, 3-2.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Now the payoff pitch home. Takes this the other way to right. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single. So a base hit to kick things off here, and there's a man aboard to start out their half of the second.
Hey, after that hit right there, Dero, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
And that sends DJ LeMahieu into the box. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. The set and the 1-0 pitch.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
The 2-0 on the way is in there for strike 1.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
Gurriel aboard here at first with nobody out. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Fouled away. Still 3 balls and 2 strikes. The 8th pitch of the at-bat. Grounded down the third baseline. Another foul ball, and this battle will continue. And solid contact there as this ball is belted high in the air out to left. And he's going to make the catch on the warning track. A fine running play there for the first out.
All right, boys, let's take a look at how the Yankees are setting up on defense today. And I'm locking in on second baseman Ozzie Albies right now. This guy is an elite defender. Came up as a shortstop through the minor leagues until he dislocated his elbow. Has since moved over to second base, and also both sides of the plate. A switch hitter with this kind of swagger and this kind of defense doesn't come along often.
Taken in by Goldschmidt to second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 1 hit's all they get. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. And we are tied 0-0. Striding forward now, the Yankee cleanup hitter, Giancarlo Stanton. He's set to lead off the home half of the second. First offering on its way. Starts him out with a cutter, and he gets him to swing through it. 1 strike. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Hey, I love the aggressive nature this guy's pitching with. He's got focus. He's commanding the fastball. Really being aggressive right now. A lot different than his last start where he took a loss and seemed timid and scared to attack the zone.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Well, we all know he's going to get strikeouts when he's on the mound. It's kind of his thing. The key for the offense is to actually make it work for him. So that 3-pitch see you later isn't going to help very much.
Here's Bryce Harper now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He'll start this one at 269. 7 homers and an even 20 RBIs. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. Bottom of the second here with no score. Really pulled that one across as the slider misses well inside. Staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. So a full count now. On deck, the powerful right-handed bat of Paul Goldschmidt. Now the 3-2 pitch. Liner in there for a base hit.
Batting fifth, the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
And that brings up Paul Goldschmidt. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. And he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. Set. Here's the 0-1. Runners off for second. Hit back up the middle. Reined in. And there's out number 2.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
2 out, runner in scoring position at second. And standing in now, the always dangerous third baseman, Manny Machado. From the belt, the pitch. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. A ball and a strike now to Machado. Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike 2.
These are the moments right here. You got a good pitcher on the mound. You don't know if these opportunities are going to present themselves throughout the course of the game. You have to capitalize in this situation.
Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. 1 left for the Yankees. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. So here is Fernando Tatis Jr.
The shortstop, Fernando Tatis Jr.
Now here's the first offering.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2. Hit down the line at first. Fielded by Goldschmidt, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Batting up, the catcher, Grandal.
And here's the switch-hitting catcher, Yasmani Grandal. His career line against Garrett Cole. Just a 2 for 14 line, so advantage pitcher here. He's taken him deep once. A ball and no strikes.
Counts 1-0.
Big swing by Grandal, and a ball carrying well to right. And it's gone. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Home run number 9 on the year. As the Nationals strike first, it's 1-0.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday, so you know he's locked in and ready to roll up there. We'll see if he learns from that mistake.
Into the box, Jake Cronenworth. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. One strike now from Cole. Slow roller out to short. On the first, and a good stretch over there is going to get him by a step for the second out. And now for Washington, Ketel Marte. First offering.
Nope, outside.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Stanton has a read on it, and he's got it for the final out of the frame. 1 in the inning for the Nationals on the solo home run. Bottom of the 3rd coming up. It's now 1-0 Washington.
Welcome back. As the Yankees prepare for their 3rd turn through the order, fans of the Bronx Bombers have been treated to quite a bit of production from this lineup so far this year. Within the league, they rank among the leaders in batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging. When asked about their offense, the players I talked with all brought up how multifaceted their talent is, saying they've got guys that can spray the ball around, guys that work counts and draw walks, and of course plenty of guys that can go deep and drive in runs. Their numbers certainly confirm that, guys.
All right, Heidi, thank you. And that'll bring in Ramon Laureano. Comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. Now the first pitch. Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1.
Swing and a miss on a nasty slider right there. Always felt toughest pitch in the game. If you're a guy who liked to work the big part of the field, you were on that fastball middle away. Now, that slider looked like a heater for about 56 feet 6 inches.
Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Takes this the other way to right. And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
Leadoff knock right there, Dan. How frustrating is it to let that leadoff guy get on?
Every pitcher, you want to get that first guy out in the road. The chances of scoring runs are so much more slim when you get that first guy out. Traffic on the bases, now you have to pitch out of the stretch. It's never easy for the pitcher.
In at the plate is Sean Murphy. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. Ready with the 0-1 pitch.
Hey, make no mistake about it. This lineup's going to have to get going and get a little bit more aggressive. This guy's pounding the zone.
1-2 to the Yankees catcher. Laureano on at first, nobody out. And it's fouled away. Here's another 1-2. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. So 1 gone in the inning here with a runner at first. Well, that'll bring up Ozzie Albies. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Nope.
Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Fastball, and that thing got up there at 95 miles an hour. A ball and a strike. And that's on the outside corner. 1-2. And he fouls this one off.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Gotta find a way to keep his hands back.
He'll try again. 1-2.
Nope, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
A swing and a miss, and another punch out here. 6 already, and that's out number 2. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, man. He's taking control of this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
Standing in now, Gio Urshela, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Here it comes. 1-0.
Ooh, that's a good pitch to take a hack at right there. Change up in the zone. He'd like to have that one back.
Scherzer comes set. Here's the 1-1. Strike 2 swinging just out in front of the slider.
Yeah, guys, he's got so much respect for this guy's fastball. You could tell he was out in front on that slider. I think he goes to the well one more time with that pitch.
One and 2. Here it comes. Fouled off. in the dirt here. Ball's there, and he is out. Good throw. Down in order go the Yankees. It remains 1-0. All set for the start of the fourth. And coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Mookie Betts. Now here's the first offering.
0-1.
One strike now from Cole. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Now here's the pitch.
That's ball 2.
Ground ball left side. Defense set up perfectly. Throw to first in time. One gone here in the fourth. So with one away, let's punch up the graphic and show you the pitch speed comparison for the two starters here in the fourth inning. And whoa, look at that for a top speed. 98 miles an hour. That man is flat dealing. Josh Donaldson digging in now. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch of the AB now. A ball and no strikes.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
The 1-0. Donaldson, commonly known as the bringer of rain around the game. He was a first-round pick back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. A knuckle curve there, and he thought he had him, but it's 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch.
We got a full count.
Pretty easy pitch to lay off there, 2-2. Not even close to being in the strike zone. He made it easy for the hitter in that one.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first two are retired here to begin inning number 4.
Well, this lineup obviously doesn't get to see this guy very often because he's over in the other league, and it's really showing. He's pitching really well right now, and I'm sure these hitters are plenty happy they don't have to face him multiple times this year.
Into the box now, Lourdes Gurriel. As he'll cut on and miss it, a good slider at the knees for strike 1. He singled in his first AB. The windup and the 0-1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
1 run on 3 hits and no errors so far for the Nationals. Hit hard on the ground to second. Albies scoops it up. Throw to first beats him easily, and the side is retired. Nationals gone in order, but they lead it 1-0. Into the box, Gio Urshela set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
The designated hitter, number 29.
And now the first pitch.
Count 1-0.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Little chopper back to the mound. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Now batting, shortstop, Corey Seager.
Next to hit, Corey Seager grounded out in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at-bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
Here's a good breaking ball as he gets the bottom of the zone.
These are the moments in the game that can sway it one way or another, why you get a W or a loss right here. Leadoff man on, heart of the order coming up. Guy out on the mound has got his work cut out for him.
Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on, and if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
Yankee shortstop behind in the count 1-2.
Man, the pitcher let the guy off easy right there. That 0-2 pitch wasn't even close. I'd rate that as a non-competitive pitch.
Two balls and two strikes to Corey Seager. Two, here it is.
Hey, struggling to find the release point of that curveball. That wasn't a very good one. Somehow he's just got to find that feel because that's a pitch he's going to need going forward.
3-2 pitch.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Once again, a 3-2. And he will take ball 4. First and second now with nobody out.
Well, he loses him there, but that's just the first walk he's given up, along with a couple of hits, so his command has been pretty solid so far.
Striding in is Giancarlo Stanton, trying here to plate the tying run from second. First pitch on its way. Fouled away. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And this one's in the dirt. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Urshela on second. Seager on at first with nobody out. This is well struck. High and deep toward the left field corner. Gone. He finds the short porch for a home run. A 3-run home run for Giancarlo Stanton. 6th home run on the season for him, and it gives the Yankees a 3-1 lead.
Well, with no outs, you can afford to give up a single, but you can't afford to give up a 3-run homer. He just caught too much of the plate. Now he's back to the drawing board. No outs, and the inning is already an ugly one.
And Bryce Harper will dig in at the plate. Now here's a comebacker back to the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out.
The first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Now at the plate is Paul Goldschmidt. He bounced out last time up. first pitch on the way. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Marte is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
At third baseman, number 13, Manny Machado.
Stepping in next, Manny Machado, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
Hard on the ground towards short. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to Olsen will take care of him at first, and that ends the inning. But the big blow of the inning comes right here, a 3-run home run. We played 4. It's now 3-1 Yanks. Welcome back to the Bronx as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Nationals manager Dave Martinez between innings, specifically about his club's offense to this point. And he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. Among other things, he brought up their lack of walks as a sign that they're not doing a great job of working the count and laying off pitches outside the strike zone. Going forward, he's hoping to see a better focus on competitive at-bats and more selective swings.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. He'll start off the 5th in this one.
Offense needs to get going right here. You want to try and tighten up this game a little bit before it starts to get into that territory where you're going to start seeing the back end of each bullpen.
In there, 0-1.
Pitcher wants to have a quick inning right here, capitalize on the momentum his batters have.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1.
Back outside. Ball, back out.
Slapped hard the opposite way, but he will come on strong out there in right and pull this one down for the first out. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. 1 gone for the Nationals in the 5th, and that brings in the big power hitting first baseman Matt Olson. Now here it comes. And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball 1. And it's fouled away. Now a wave and a miss. Looked like the slider there. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
Good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2. Fernando Tatis Jr., the number 8 hitter here, waits on deck. Good swing just a little early, and he'll see another payoff pitch. A payoff pitch one more time. And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th.
Well, this has been a completely different performance from the offense that we saw yesterday. They were looking like the 27 Yankees 24 hours ago, but they've been held in check so far in this one. That's kind of how baseball goes, though.
And that'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. set to deliver the 0-1. High in the air out to center field. Center fielder on the run. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Washington, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. Now to the plate, here is Ramon Laureano. And Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Mac. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit or if he's able to put this behind him.
First pitch on the way. Ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
Now the 1-0. Oh, forget about this one. Baba Booey. Gone! So a solo shot here to left center field. Home run number 5 on the year as the Yankees have taken a 4-1 lead.
Listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here, it's not the end of the world.
And now, Sean Murphy. He will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Now here's the pitch. And he fouls this one off. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
So up steps Ozzie Albies. As Scherzer's able to move ahead of him with strike 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Oh and 1, here it comes. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. Two balls and a strike now to the Yankees leadoff man.
A couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat, trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
Can't find the zone there, and it's 3-1. Gio Urshela is on deck. The 3-1. He loses him on ball 4.
And don't forget, he gave up a long ball earlier in this inning, so you can understand why he wasn't too aggressive with him there. When he got him to 3-1, he wasn't too anxious to challenge him.
Next will be the designated hitter, Gio Urshela. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Now the first pitch. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
0-1's the count.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Hey, I still believe in my heart the best pitch is a well-executed fastball down and away, and that's exactly what that is. He swings at that. That's off the end of the bat. That's not hard contact at all, and that's an easy out for the defense.
Albies, base runner at first with 1 out. Hit softly on the ground to first. He's got it to second for 1. Relay to Olsen. They turn the double play, and that retires the side. Yanks able to add on 1 more via the solo home run. We're through 5 innings here tonight. It's now 4-1 New York. Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game, but this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
Here's the first pitch to him. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike.
Well, obviously somebody was hooting with the Owls last night. This entire roster, they've showed up for the first game of this road trip and are getting absolutely boat raced.
A 1 pitch on its way.
Nope. 1-0.
Shoots this down the right field line. Harper is there to put it away for out number 1.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
So the Nats lineup turns over, and to the plate, Jake Cronenworth. 0 for 2 with a fly ball and a ground out on his line to this point. And a fastball runs in a bit too close for comfort that time.
One of the things every pitcher wants to do is make sure that those hitters aren't very comfortable up there. See how he runs this hard one in right here? That's a pitch you just want to try to get a hitter to move his feet a little bit.
The 1-1.
Count is 2-1.
Man, this guy has retired a whole slew right now. I think what he needs to do is just stay focused and keep attacking the game plan like he has up to this point, because everything he's done has worked.
Now the 2-1.
Ball, that's inside.
Time to wake up the offense right here. 3-1 count, all in on something over the heart of the plate.
And the count will be full.
There's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if they have to incorporate that into their mindset.
3-2 pitch. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
Yeah, and if you can make it all the way to the 6th inning before you give up a walk, you're doing something right. He's been very efficient so far, so we'll see if he can get back on track here.
So next to bat will be Ketel Marte. Flew out last time up. He's set. Here it comes.
Ball 1.
Now the 1-0.
Hey.
Outside, 2-1.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second base.
The 2-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
Woo, that was an ugly swing. If I'm pitching right now, I'm throwing that same pitch again. That was ugly.
And a Fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Mookie Betts is in for the third time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1.
Hey, this isn't exactly the way you'd like to draw it up. Not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, but the bottom line is he's getting outs.
And that misses 1-1. Over to first, Cole, and a dive, but he's back in. The 1-1. Runner goes for second. In there. Now the throw. Not in time. He's in there at second.
That's pretty savvy base running, right? A lot of pitchers don't throw over twice in a row, so I think he was going on first movement, and it worked out nicely.
Sixth inning. 4-1 is our score. Fouled off. The next 1-2 pitch. And that misses 2-2.
These are the great matchups that happen throughout the course of a game. I don't think as a pitcher you can give in right here. He's a great hitter at the plate. He knows it. You know it. Keep executing. Maybe get him to roll something over.
And a slider bounces, and that gets away. And he's going to make it into third base now, as I believe that'll be scored as a wild pitch.
That can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball has gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it. He was there, and now he's only 90 feet away.
Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Drew Pomerantz enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 15, Drew Pomerantz.
Here's Corey Seager in prior matchups against Drew Pomerantz. He's just 1 for 13. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. They haven't played perfectly as it's hit on the ground. And there's 1 away. And with that, we give you a look at what's happening in the NL East race. Giancarlo Stanton will stride in again as first we flash it back to his at-bat in the 4th inning, and what a big one it was. A 3-run home run that was certainly one of the big blows in the ballgame to this point. Now the pitch. Four runs, 4 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. one's up around the eyes, 2-1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Swings through it for strike number 2.
That was a great hack right there. Timing was on point. Just sometimes you have bad bat barrel accuracy.
Fouled away. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2. Trouble waiting on deck as Bryce Harper hits next. Swing and a miss as he ran that two-seamer right by him for the second out.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Next to dig in will be Bryce Harper. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. The 1-0. And it's fouled away. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Now a swinging bunt. The 2-2 is laid off and the count runs full. Paul Goldschmidt would be next. 2 out, nobody on. And a beautiful knuckle curve in there for a called strike 3, and that will be out number 3. Fair to say, oh my goodness, these folks are not headed for a career on Broadway. More in a moment on this Friday night. You're watching MLB Network. So here's the cleanup hitter, Josh Donaldson. Due up are the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at bats.
First pitch of the AB on its way.
This is why the manager pencils these guys in the middle of the order. Big spot, time for them to get back in this game with a couple quality ABs.
Ball. 2-0 now. Yeah. And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1.
Yeah, this is one of my biggest pet peeves in the game, when guys get count leverage and take fastballs. It's a game of fastballs. You calibrate everything off the heater. Surprising take right there.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch.
Keep in mind, people, the longer the at-bat, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning.
And a good take there, as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the 7th. It's ball 4.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Up next, Lourdes Gurriel, 1 for 2 in the ballgame thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Got to believe the pitcher's going to trust his defense right here. Look for something down in his zone to induce a ground ball double play.
We're in the 7th now. 4-1 our score to this point. Line drive, base hit down the line. And this will find the wall deep in the corner. Now that had to feel good because it was one of those that you don't even feel the ball hit your bat. Show track tells us he blasted it out there at 115 miles an hour. So yeah, he squared it up about as good as you can. Here comes the Yankee manager now up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And it appears that we've seen the last here in this one of Garrett Cole. So he'll head for the showers as he stands to win this one if the bullpen can find a way to protect his 3-run lead. Giovanni Gallegos comes on now in an awfully difficult situation as there are 2 on here with nobody out. Stepping in now, DJ LeMahieu, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. The 1-0 home, down the left field line and deep. And a big sigh of relief on the mound as that nearly tied it, but this ball is foul. A 1-1. Taken, strike 2.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. Here he comes again, 1-2.
2-2.
High in the air down the right field line. Slow little grounder left side. And he indeed takes only the out at first as the runners move to second and third with 1 away now. Riding in now for the Nats, Matt Olson. His career numbers in this matchup, just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Ball 1, no strike.
Here's the 1-0. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Those were great takes right there. Those were pitches that a lot of guys normally swing at, but he took both of them and finds himself in a productive count leverage. 2-0.
From the belt, the pitch too high, and it's 3-0.
Everyone in the ballpark knows what the pitcher's intentions are in this situation. Great job at the plate to lay off a tough pitch in a good spot.
Here it is, the 3-0. Makes him check his swing, but he went around for a strike. And he fouls this one off. Donaldson on third. Gurriel at second with 1 away. Again, he sends it out of play. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And this is swung on and missed, so they come right after him, and it remains second and third, but with two away now. Up next is Fernando Tatis Jr. And Dan, this could be a real make-or-break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, Matt, at least scoring one run in this inning is so important to them to possibly get back into this thing. Baseball doesn't have a clock, but you only have 27 outs to work with. They're running out of those pretty quick.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Runners at second and third with two gone. And that's in there for his strike 1-1.
Hey, that was a big pitch right there. You fall behind 2-0, you give this hitter count leverage. He probably tries to ambush a fastball. 1-1 count. He's got to really think through this and have a great game plan.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Here's the 1-2. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. Nats leave a pair. They trail it 4-1. Jose Leclerc will take over on the mound to start the bottom of the seventh.
Number 25, Jose Leclerc.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
First offering on its way.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
The 1-0 delivery. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
Get it ready, big boy. This guy's throwing 3 digits right here. The best way I can help the fans is 90 to 92, you can usually see seams. 92 to 95, it starts to really quicken up on you. Over 3 digits, you're seeing a white blur.
Goldschmidt with a swing and a ball sent out to deep left. And it's gone as they add still another. It's a solo shot here for Paul Goldschmidt. 6th home run on the season for him as they stretch the lead to 5-1.
Well, this guy's been unhittable all year, but eventually you knew somebody would get to him. That's the first home run he's given up all year. But like all good relievers, he has to have a short memory and put it behind him.
Here's Manny Machado now. The first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. There's prior history in this matchup. Not a big sample size, 0 for 1. Oh and 1, here it comes. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. A shot to second base and handled for the first out. At the plate now, Ramon Laureano. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. The 1-0 home.
2-0.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. 2 tight with that one. 3-0. Leclerc is a guy known for his lights out stuff. He tends to rack up strikeout numbers at a very high rate. However, he does at times get wild. Walks have come back to bite him on more than one occasion.
You know, it's not uncommon, Matty V, for a relief pitcher to come in with really good stuff. And it seems like he's either really hit and miss. He'll rack up a lot of strikeouts, but if he's not quite on, he'll also rack up a lot of base on balls. And that can cause a pitching coach and a manager to really start to pull their hair out.
3-2 to the Yankees center fielder. Three-two pitch. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Left fielder is on the move. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Up next for the Yankees, the catcher, Sean Murphy.
Ready now is Sean Murphy. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. Struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. Here's the pitch.
Ball 1. Count 1-0.
Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now. Now a fastball runs inside and drills him. Oh, that's gotta hurt.
Well, no one really likes getting plunked by a pitch, but as long as it doesn't do too much damage, most guys will take it any day. A free pass can be a big deal if the guys behind you can make it hurt for the pitcher.
So back to the top of the Yankee order. Digging in, Ozzie Albies. It was a walk in his last trip. Now the first pitch. And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1.
Love the fact that he's not scared to go right back inside with another fastball. I know he hit the last guy, but if he's going to have success, he's got to establish that pitch in.
Murphy, the runner at first with 2 gone. 2-0 now.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters' counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
Slider taken for a called strike. 2-1.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound 2 balls in, and then get right back outside. Nice pitch.
Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2.
I love the fact that this batter continues to be aggressive, but after striking out twice already, maybe he's got to take a step back, see the ball a little bit deeper, and be willing to work deep into the count.
And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
And you can tell by his body language that he's beyond frustrated by that call. He's got to be wondering what he's got to do, but the last thing he needs to do is to let it get under his skin. That will only make things worse.
So the next to bat will be Gio Urshela. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Fly ball into straightaway left. Gurriel will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. The Yankees do get 1 on the solo homer. We'll march on to the 8th. It's 5-1 Yanks. Tyler Duffy is into the ballgame now as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season here.
Number 21, Tyler Duffy.
Yasmani Grandal will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the third inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. First pitch on its way. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball one. And it looks like the Yankees will have a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. The 1-0. Misses above the zone for a ball. And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike.
One of my pet peeves in the game. 1-0, 2-0, 3-1. You're all over the heater. How are you late on that fastball?
Here now the 2-2. Is laid off up for ball number 3.
It'd be great right here if he was able to work himself on base. You got the leadoff hitter on deck, and you know the middle of the order is coming up right behind him.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and have backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
Into the box, Jake Cronenworth. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Laureano is there. 2 gone.
The center fielder, number 4, Ketel Marte.
Now it'll be Ketel Marte. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
Here's the first pitch.
Nope. Ball 1.
The 1-0 home. It is a fastball in off the plate for a ball. 5-1 our score as we play the 8th. 2 balls and a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And this is fouled straight back right off the catcher's mask. Hello.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. Nationals gone in order. They're down 5-1.
Trust me when I tell you, no recessions to the room, bringing blessings when I'm moving.
Darren O'Day will come out and take the ball here as he'll be making his 15th appearance of the year.
Darren O'Day.
Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and stepping in is the veteran shortstop, Corey Seager.
The shortstop, Corey Seager.
Now here's the first offering.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that first strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
Here comes the 1-0. Now it's 2-0.
I can't tell you how big a pitch that is right there to be called the ball. 2-0 as an offensive player, man, it's almost 70% fastball. 1-1. He opens up the entire arsenal to get you out.
2-1 after the foul ball there. Tough to do much with that one. A swing and a miss. The 2-2 fouled off. The 2-2 one more time. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Betts will wait on it, and he's got it for out number 1.
Up next for the Yankees, the left fielder, Giancarlo Stanton.
And digging into the batter's box next will be Giancarlo Stanton. Now the first pitch. Back up the middle. Gloved by LeMahieu. Throw gets him. 2 down.
The right fielder, number 19, Harper.
And now here is Bryce Harper. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. First pitch of the AB now. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1.
Hey, these mechanics ain't out of the textbook The Art of Pitching, but he seems to be effective with what he's doing.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1. And that's more of a slurve than a slider, but whatever it is, it's 1-2.
He's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times in a row. I'm interested to see if he changes it up right here.
This is skied into the air to straightaway center. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. They're up 5-1. Oliver Perez comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Number 41, Oliver Perez.
New inning set to get underway, and next it'll be the outfielder, Mookie Betts. First pitch coming, here it is. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike.
There's the heavy sinker right there. What makes that pitch so difficult to hit is not only does it change eye levels, it actually changes plane. You go to hit it at one position, and it's 6 to 8 inches dropping off the table and chasing your hands.
Easy take there on the sinker, well off the outside. A bouncer up the middle. Albies picks it up. Throw pulls the first baseman off the bag.
This is a head scratcher. I mean, that's the shortest throw on the infield, and somehow he lets it sail wide of the mark for an E4. A couple more like that, and doubt starts to creep into the second baseman's mind.
So now to the plate, Josh Donaldson, as he'll take a look at ball 1. The matchup numbers with Oliver Perez. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Lays off again, and it's 2-0. And some action out in the Yankee bullpen now as a right-hander starts to loosen up. Betts gets his lead at first, nobody out. Sinker misses outside, and he's behind 3-0.
Your offense goes out and gives you a 4-run cushion. You have to find a way to stop struggling, compose yourself, and get your mechanics on point. It'd be a shame to let this one slip away.
Here it is, the 3-0. And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
It was obvious when the count ran to 2-0 that they were not going to give this guy anything to hit. Sometimes you have to pick your battles, and they're going to try their luck with the next hitter.
And now in the box, Lourdes Gurriel. And these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
First pitch on the way. Perez, a former member of the Cleveland Indians. He became a member of this team after signing as a free agent earlier this season.
Yeah, Matty, there's not too many guys in their mid to late 30s that are going to get more than a one-year deal, but this guy is a veteran presence in this clubhouse and on this roster, and he has been invaluable.
Count now, a ball and a strike. The 1-1 is laid off for ball 2.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
Chopped weakly to the left. First and second here with nobody out. And this is swung on and missed, and boy, they took care of a key man there. One away. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. The classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
Kirby Yates answers the call from the dugout as he'll try to record the final 2 outs of this one. Now at the plate, here is DJ LeMahieu. 4th trip to the plate for him, and he's at risk of ending that nice hitting streak that he's put together.
Yeah, I know, Matty. It's been a really nice run for him, and hey, it's not over yet. You know he's as motivated as anybody to make something happen right here.
First pitch on its way. Fastball in there for a called strike.
You know, some guys just don't like pulling the trigger in an 0-0 count. They don't like the ambush tactic. They like to calibrate the speed, maybe pick up the brake. They want to know everything your ball does before they pull the trigger.
Ball 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away. One and 2 to DJ LeMahieu.
Hey, no shame in that. Your eyes light up when that heater comes above the belt. That's so tough to lay off of.
Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2 and 2.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there, just out of the strike zone. But listen, when you're a 300 hitter, you don't chase a lot of those so-called pitcher's pitches. This guy knows the strike zone.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. The 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now. Matt Olson, who represents the potential tying run here, waits on deck. Fouled away.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
Grounded weakly down the line toward third. Reined in. Over to Albies. On to first, and he rolls the double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Wow, what a week for these guys. Talk about firing on all cylinders. Winners of an amazing 7 games in a row. They say to never question the streak, and these guys aren't. They're just enjoying this ride.
Tonight's game comes to an end, 5-1 the final score. The New York Yankees took the lead in the fourth and held on until the end. Garrett Cole earns his 6th winning decision in this one. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac and Heidi Watney on the field, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network. Have a good night, everybody.
Final line score tonight. First for the victorious Yankees,